Hey everyone, this is Lisa with Crepe Myrtle Row. Today I'm going to show you a tour of my living room decorated for Christmas. And I apologize, it's very bright outside, so I've tried to shut the blinds to keep the glare off of everything, but it still might be a little tough to see some things. And I've already done a video on decorating this tree, showing how my tips and tricks of how I go about doing it. If you haven't seen that, please go watch it if you're wanting or to see that more step by step. I will show it up close a little bit during this too, but let's start over here at my entertainment center. And I have this big long sign I got from Walmart last year, or year before last. And here's some pieces that I picked up. That one I thrifted. This Santa here, I painted him. And then we come up here. This one my grandmother painted. It's a ceramic piece. It's actually a cookie jar. And then we just glued it together and then have little toys and stuff. And I love how she took the little cotton to make it look like steam coming off of his hot cocoa. And then up here, I made this garland. I found this one like this, and then I just tied the rags in there. And I've got a couple of different videos showing how I do that if you wanted to go find those in the playlist, probably under DIY tutorials. And then these are just some of my pieces. I have these things like this, that Santa, and that one. And then there's a couple more over there. Those are like the pecan resin pieces from back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And I had them in storage and they just weren't painted. You know, they're like brown on the bottom, or the whole piece is brown. And finally I decided to just do this distressed look to make them kind of blend in with the neutral look. And then I can always go back and hand paint them with the actual Christmas colors one day if I want to. And that duck there is a solid wood duck that's been carved. It's very heavy, and made that bow. It's a very simple bow. There's another one of those. And then this, I love the Holy Family piece. And it was already painted like that. And that kind of gave me the idea to do the other pieces to kind of blend with it. Another piece like that. This is just a little gift box from the Dollar Tree. And then I have some little pieces here that are the pecan resin, the dancing ones. Some I painted, some my mom painted, some my grandmother painted. Then we'll come over here. Well, first there's a little door stopper my mom painted. My stepdad cut it out years ago. And he used to cut things out and she painted them. And then she taught painting classes. And then there's a thrifted snowman. And then this one is one that I think my mom painted this one. I have so many pieces that's, like I said, from my mom and my grandmother. And we all kind of painted the same way. So it was hard to remember which ones were which. Now my mom did make this old world Santa. He's like a ceramic doll, or porcelain doll, that's what it is. And then here's my tree. And I do these little ornaments I made. And like that's my husband as a child. And there I am. Still have the same cheeks. That's one of my brother actually in a Santa suit. That was probably taken in 1969. No, that would have been 1967 when that one was taken. So I just have a very rustic tree. There's my grandmother when she was a teenager. I have more pictures I'm wanting to add on here of my kids, my son-in-law, my son's girlfriend, and everything. I just have not got to that DIY yet. And my husband's grandmother when she was a baby, that was probably back in the 20s. Just a very rustic woodland-like tree. And then this is my fireplace surround. This is one of my favorite DIY pieces because this was just a door, the side lights to a door, and the actual door's up there. And here is an ornament. This was a gold plastic ornament, and I hand painted this to look like that. Loving it. And then my garland has all of these beautiful icicles that my grandmother made, and then mixed in with some other ones. So it just like a little wintry forest thing up there. And then some more pieces I painted, and then I did some DIYs with that piece there, and I actually did a video. My mom painted that. And then I did a video on this one showing how I DIY'd that piece. So you can look for that in my tutorials also. And then I did the DIY of my blooming lamp there. And now we'll try to go across here without making you dizzy. I made these curtains like a last minute thrown together, and I am not liking them. I keep trying to, the puffs I cannot get all even. It's frustrating. I'll keep working on it till I get it. And I showed these last year. These are all like old world Santas that my mom painted. And it is so hard to see them with the sun shining like that. I can't find the right time of day to get these. Now, I painted that one. This big goose I thrifted. And here's some more. That one's a Civil War era one. They all were from like a different era. And then we'll scoot around here. These were some pieces that came from Home Interiors. I don't know if any of you remember Home Interiors back in the day. There's another piece. I think my grandmother painted that one. And then my stockings. And above that piece. And like I say, all my candles you see sitting around like that, they do come on at night on timers. So that is it for my living room. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already watched my video for my kitchen, I would love for you to go over there and watch that video. That is probably my favorite part of the house. And I have 3 trees in there. And then you can see a little sneak peek as you walk up the stairs into it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you don't already subscribe to me, please do so. And you can follow me over on Instagram. And I've also started a Facebook page. It's at Crepe Myrtle Row there also. And I'm just new at that, trying to learn all the ins and outs of that part. So I will try to get better at it. So y'all have a very blessed day. Bye.